All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Lalema Aneja Dang. The headlines. President's rule imposed in Maharashtra amid political uncertainty. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend 11th BRICS Summit beginning today in Brasilia. India calls for coordinated global action against cyber terrorism. Filing of nomination for the first phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand ends this evening. And in cricket, Virat, Kohli and Jasprit Bumrah maintain top positions in ICC ODI ranking. President's rule has been imposed in Maharashtra. The State Legislative Assembly has been kept under suspended animation. This follows Governor Bhagat Singh Kushiari's report to the centre, which stated that formation of a stable government is impossible in the current situation despite all his efforts. The development came as the political impasse lingered on for 19 days after the assembly election results were declared. The governor noted that he made attempts to explore the possibility of formation of government by having appropriate communication with all political parties which could have formed the government in alliance with other political parties, but they have not succeeded. In the assembly polls held last month, the BJP won 105 seats, followed by the Shiv Sena 56, the NCP 54 and the Congress 48 in the 288-member House. Despite their alliance getting a majority, the BJP and the Shiv Sena parted ways following disagreement over power sharing, with the Sena insisting on the Chief Minister's post. Shiv Sena, which was trying to cobble together a non-BJP government with support from the NCP and the Congress, moved the Supreme Court challenging the governor's decision to not grant it the 3 days to submit the letter of support for government formation in the state, but failed to get an urgent hearing. Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray said that the Congress, the NCP and his party will work out a formula for the formation of the government. He said his party needs a clarity on the common minimum program, just like the Congress and the NCP, if a government is to be formed with their support. Congress and the NCP said that they have not taken any decision on Shiv Sena's proposal of forming a government and will hold further discussions. Meanwhile, BJP Legislative Party leader Devendra Fadnavis has stated that Maharashtra will soon get a stable government as there are serious issues before the state to look after. Here's a report.
It is the third time President's rule has imposed in Maharashtra. However, it is the first time it is done because of the inability of political parties to form a government after an election. After the conversation with Uddhav Thackeray and a call to Sharad Pawar, Congress President Sonia Gandhi had sent her emissaries Ahmed Patel, Mallikarjun Kharge and K.C. Venugopal to Mumbai yesterday to study the prospects for government formation. While Shiv Sena Chief Thackeray endorsed the view that the three parties had very different ideologies and talks to evolve common minimum program with Congress and NCP would continue. On the other hand, the BJP stated that it did not expect a president rule in Maharashtra. Nivedita Bhorkar, AIR News, Mumbai.
Today is the last day for filing of nominations for the first phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand. Scrutiny of nominations will take place tomorrow, while the last date for withdrawal of candidature is Saturday. 13 assembly constituencies will go to polls in the first phase, for which polling will be held on the 30th of November. Out of these, 4 seats are reserved for scheduled tribes and 3 seats reserved for scheduled castes. The 81-member Jharkhand Assembly will go to polls in 5 phases between 30th November and 20th December, and counting of votes will be taken up on the 23rd of December. Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Jitendra Singh, has said that Union Territory regimes of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh will make up for the lapses of the past. He said the Union Territories will be given due priority to vital sectors which had somehow suffered from low priority or negligence under the previous regimes. Dr. Singh was interacting with teachers from Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh at his official residence in New Delhi yesterday. Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh R.K. Mathur assured that Kargil will get equal opportunities in the newly formed Union Territory of Ladakh. On the second day of Kargil visit, speaking exclusively to All India Radio, Mr. R.K. Mathur allayed fears of any discrimination towards Kargil. Talking about the employment and educational opportunities for the youth of Ladakh, the LG said that the Union Territories will take care to safeguard the future of the youth in the region. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has urged the people and civil society organizations to maintain calm and peace till the centre invites stakeholders for consultation to sort out an amicable solution to the Naga political problem. Urging people to have trust in the government, he said that Home Minister Amit Shah had assured the state government representatives in a recent meeting that all stakeholders will be consulted before inking a final accord with the Nagas. Mr. Shah had also reiterated the centre's firm commitment that anything that is detrimental to Manipur's interest will never be done in the process of bringing a final solution to the Naga issue. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You may also visit our website www.newsonair.com. The 11th BRICS Summit will begin in Brazil's capital Brasilia today. BRICS comprises Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive in Brasilia this afternoon to attend the summit. The theme of this year's summit is Economic Growth for an Innovative Future. Before his departure yesterday, Mr. Modi, in a series of tweets, said he's looking forward for exchanging views with leaders to further strengthen intra-BRICS cooperation. On the sidelines of the summit, he will address the BRICS Business Forum and interact with BRICS Business Council as well as the New Development Bank. The Prime Minister said the visit to Brazil will give him an opportunity to hold talks with President Jair M. Bolsonaro on ways to deepen the India-Brazil strategic partnership. He said there is a great potential in sectors like trade, defense, agriculture and energy. Brazil's priorities this year under its presidency are cooperation in the field of digital economy and science, technology and innovation, fight against transnational crime, money laundering, and deeper relations between the New Development Bank and the BRICS Business Council. BRICS will also discuss counter-terrorism cooperation as one of its priority areas this year. BRICS Innovation Network, BRICS Institute of Future Network, and a Women Business Alliance will also be launched. In the run-up to the summit, several ministerial meetings in different sectors have already taken place. Our correspondent Anshuman Mishra is on the phone line with us from Brasilia for more details. Anshuman, what time is the Prime Minister expected to reach Brasilia and what all is lined up for him there?
Lalima, Prime Minister will arrive in Brasilia at around 5:30 in the morning, which will be 2 p.m. India time. He will have bilaterals through the day. In the evening, he will attend the closing ceremony of the BRICS Business Forum. Later, there will be a welcome ceremony and welcome dinner hosted by Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro. Lalima?
Anshuman, how do you see India's position in the BRICS grouping?
Well, India has always been at the forefront of the BRICS process, be it in the field of agriculture, health, science, films or youth. You see, New Delhi Summit in 2012 gave the idea of creation of New Development Bank, while 2016 Goa Summit mooted the idea of BRICS Credit Rating Agency, which is under discussion. But most important thing is India has been able to establish the importance of counter-terrorism cooperation, which has effected in focused consultations on specific aspects related to terrorism. It is good to see that Brazil has also made terrorism as one of its priorities this year. Lalima?
Well, thank you, Anshuman, for the update. India has called for coordinated action by nations bilaterally or multilaterally to prevent the forces of terrorism and extremism from building presence in the digital domain. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar at the Paris Peace Forum said that countries should consider entering into arrangements for speedy action and mitigation on issues pertaining to the governance of cyberspace and specific security threats. He said India's support to the Christchurch call to eliminate terrorist and violent extremist content online manifests the country's commitment to work with like-minded countries without endangering our safety and security. He said cyberspace and digital technologies have been a real force of economic, social, political, industrial, even behavioral transformation. The Uttar Pradesh government will felicitate the top 10 GST payers in each district and at the state level. Government has also decided to provide insurance of 10 lakh rupees to the registered GST payers in the state, and very soon there will be a provision of pension for them. Here's more from our correspondent.
State government has come up with unique steps to improve GST collection in the state, and the idea is to achieve 1 lakh crore rupees of annual revenue collection. In a review meeting with commercial tax officers of the state yesterday evening, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath asked them to launch an awareness program for business community to educate them about the benefits of getting registered under GST and also the procedure to file the return. The state's target of GST collection this financial year is around 77,640 crore rupees. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Sudeep Banerjee, an Indian Information Service officer, died in Kolkata last night after a prolonged illness. He was 55. Sudeep Banerjee worked in All India Radio News, Delhi and Kolkata, besides serving other media units under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. And now moving on to the world of cinema. The Golden Jubilee of International Film Festival of India, IFFI, will begin on the 20th of this month in Goa. Our IFFI desk today brings you the details of the Kaleidoscope section of the cinema.
The Kaleidoscope section has 20 films handpicked and curated from various parts of the world. Movies like Parasite, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, synonyms, have already generated a lot of buzz in the international circuits. Cannes Best Film winner Parasite, directed by Korean Bong Joon-ho, will have its Indian premiere at IFFI this year. This section also showcases Venice Film Festival Best Actor winner Asan by Mehdi Barroso and Cannes Jury Prize winner Bakuru. India premiere of Locarno Film Festival winner Eco by Runar Runaroson is another star attraction. Cannes Best Actress winner Little Joy by Jessica Husner features in this section. This is Diksha Saxena for IFFI Desk, AIR News.
In cricket, Indian skipper Virat Kohli and Jasprit Bumrah have maintained their top spots in the latest ICC ODI player rankings. Kohli is at the top of the rankings for batsmen, followed by deputy Rohit Sharma. In the bowlers' rankings, Bumrah maintained his top spot, followed by New Zealand's pacer Trent Boult. Hardik Pandya is the only Indian to feature in the top 10 among all-rounders. In boxing, two Indian boxers, Ankit Narwal and Aman, advanced to the quarterfinals of the Asian Youth Championships at Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia. Aman defeated Uzbekistan's Makhmudov Mimuksin 5-0 in 60 kg category. Ankit prevailed 3-2 over Mongolia's Tulga Oyunbatar in 91 kg category. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Abhishek Mukhopadhyay.
Thank you, Lalima. Maharashtra placed under President's rule, says the Hindu headline. Delhi breathes severe air again. Today may be worse, says the Times of India. Headlines: PM 2.5 and PM 10 levels close to emergency. The Tribune reports of 20% drop in the number of migratory birds in Jharkhand, Haryana due to pollution and urbanization. The Andhra Pradesh government has terminated a commercial area development project in Amravati as a business standard story. Navi Mumbai bags first prize, followed by Talala in Gujarat. Karnal city in Haryana has come third in garbage-free city ranking, is a story in the Tribune. Yet once again, it has proved how mangroves can protect a city from fierce storms. Sundarban's world's largest mangrove protected Kolkata from bulbul fury, reports the Hindustan Times. And finally, there are going to be Alfonso mangoes in Mumbai soon, but grow in Malawi, Africa, says the Hindu report. And with that, it's back to you, Lalima.
Thank you, Abhishek. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President's rule imposed in Maharashtra amid political uncertainty. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend 11th BRICS Summit beginning today in Brasilia. India calls for coordinated global action against cyber terrorism. Filing of nomination for the first phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand ends this evening. And in cricket, Virat Kohli and Jasprit Bumrah maintain top positions in ICC ODI ranking. And that's all we have for you in the morning news. Have a nice day.